Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Commissioner Show, Episode 1. We're here with Luke Rose, and we're going to be discussing 2021 season and more, including Game 5 and the whole World Series. So it's going to be a good one. Let's start off with the whole season as just a whole, like I said. What were your thoughts and, how do you think it went?
As a season together, it was much better than the first year. More fun, I think more competitive games, and I thought it was a better experience, especially as friends on my team. But it was more fun than last year.
Yeah, I like that. So let's start with just the playoffs. We'll go through the playoffs. You had a good regular season. You see you're playing the Panthers. What are your thoughts going into that series? You're playing Carson Rose. He came off a pretty rough series against the Extreme. They almost lost game 1. But, you never know what happens in that rivalry. And if Carson's on, he's on. Arguably one of the best pitchers in the league. So talk about that.
I was excited about Carson. I mean, I went to the Extreme Series, very much rooting for them. They almost pulled it off, but ended up having to pick Carson. I thought it was fun, competitive. It's always fun playing Carson. I love beating him. Most fun player to beat. Always happens too. So that's gonna be the new streak. Was it 4 in a row I beat Carson? I'm not counting that one game where I didn't pitch, but
yeah, something like that.
I'll continue.
Yeah, so you go into, what was it, the World Series. Our series was before, so you knew you were going to play the Wolves if you won. You get there, game 1, Wolves come out. We play very well on the mound. I pitched pretty well that game. And then, game 2, you guys bounced back. You pitched pretty well that game as well. It's kind of two similar pitching performances in 2 different games.
Mm-hmm.
So we go into game 3, what's your mindset going into game 3, because it's basically a best of 3 series at this point. And if you lose that, you're down 2-1, you got to win the next 2.
Going into game 3, after game 2, I was good tying the series up, but game 3 was hard because it was super hot. I was tired, and I just didn't feel good on the mound. But it was hard. It was a hard game.
Yeah. And we all know what happened in that. It was a close game for the first couple innings. I think it was bottom of 2. I get a hit. I start seeing the ball a little behind the scenes. Something was said that just annoyed me. So for some reason, I just decided to go attack the ball. Luke was throwing a little slower then, but I saw the ball that day. I attacked it. I got a single for an RBI. And then the next time up, we hit a grand slam, another home run in game 3, which is cool, of the World Series. So, game 3, we have all the momentum. Game 4 scheduled for Monday, which would have been 2 days after because we played that on Saturday. Porter gets sick. Braden has a practice. We move it to Saturday. That kills some of the momentum for the Wolves. But game 4, you guys come out. You just dominate on the mound. We're playing on that to be the closeout game, because we were home, wanted to win it in cool style. So then you go to game 5. It's really hot out. And I think I realized, this is it, just all out. So, first couple innings are good. I'm going to pull up the game and we're going to talk about it. All right, so we're going to break down the 3 plays that really made this game 5 a game 5. So we got the Mason Ferris catch, the Mason Ferris slip, and your walk-off. We're going to start with Mason's catch. Runner on second, top of 4. If he doesn't catch this, we probably score and go to the bottom of the 4th up 1-0 or more. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Tucker finally makes contact with you. I don't think anyone made contact with you all day. And yeah, so let's go over it, and you're going to break this down after it if you want.
Bulls desperately need a hit. And he drives one! Ferris! The wall! Big play by Ferris, sacrifices his body, goes into the Oleanders, and may have saved a season and a championship for the Cougars. Nice.
Yeah, so I'm going to start with just what I was saying. I didn't really understand I didn't see even how much he went into those Oleanders. I thought it was just a nice catch, but he really submerged into it almost. Yeah, so what were your just your thoughts on it, just in general?
I mean, as you said, I don't think anyone was hitting or made any contact off of me on game 4 and 5 as of right now. And he got under it too much, so couldn't get out. Mason tracked it and dove in the bushes. I was ecstatic. And you said he would have scored, but you stayed on second. So even if he would have not caught that,
What I was thinking is it would have been unplayable, or it could have been hectic,
No, because if he was still in the bushes. If he wouldn't have caught it, it would have rolled forward. You were at second, and you stopped until he caught it. So
okay, so here's what I was thinking. I was saying, like, if he's not there, that's an unplayable, or even not. It would likely be a run if he's literally not there. And then if he is there and drops it in front, then I'm going to third, and depending on how it bounces, but I think I'm going to third. You never know. Maybe he throws at me and he misses and I score. So, I mean, it was just a big play to eliminate risk and stuff. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it was just a big play. I think that shifted the momentum to you guys. Okay, so next up, we're going to go with the Porter Swope near walk-off, which is one of the biggest plays of this season. And really underrated just because we don't have camera angles of it.
Field, 2-2. 3-1. Oh! He wrecked it! Is he going to score? He's going to score! Oh, my God. And he takes second. He's not in the pitcher's mound. What just happened? The Cougars may have won the game, but for slipping by the defensive hero.
So that's where he slipped. We didn't really get a video, but we at least have a picture. I'll start with my side. So we are so fortunate in that case that it wasn't unplayable. It just bounced out of there somehow. And Dylan gets it. I'm yelling at Dylan, give me the ball because he's coming home. I would have had a shot, but it would have been very unlikely. Like, would have had to been a perfect throw hard. And Mason's a fast guy. So he slips in this area and just total relief from our side. And you guys were just heartbroken. I could tell. Porter had a good hit as well off my screwball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do you got? Yeah.
Right there on the dirt, right after the grass, there's dirt. It was wet, and that's where he slipped, I think, so he had to go back. Because if he would have kept going, I think he would have been out. So better to play safe than sorry. And then, yeah, he got cut up and stuff, so it was just an awful play.
And then I think I got someone out after that. So then we go to the top. So then we go to the top of the sixth. Right. These innings were just really quick. Like, it was 1-2, 1-2. And runner starts on third. You step up to the plate, first batter. And yeah.
Series decisive game 5. Oh! Luke with the walk-off! The number 1 seed Coastal Cougars complete the run to the championship. Luke is a hero on the mound, a hero at the plate, claim their first Big League Wiffle Ball championship by a score of 1-0 in a dramatic 6-inning victory.
On the producing side, I wasn't really happy with the lack of camera angles because you got an ice bath, if you could hear that in there. And then they dumped the water on you. Even as watching that, I could see you smiling. That's why I was kind of laughing. It was just like it's just smiling, like grinning. I don't even know if you realized. So it was just a good hit. I located it up high, which seems to be where you guys like to hit it. That's the same place I threw it when Porter hit it. And I mean, it wasn't a bad pitch. It wasn't a good pitch. And you just made contact. I think we were due for a hit after how much we had played. Yeah. Walk me through that moment. You seem more excited when Mason made the catch. I know you weren't, but it just on camera looked like that.
Yeah, I don't. The Mason's catch was just super fast, and then my head when I was running around.
Yeah,
you can't really see my face, and then my favorite part about that whole play in the video is the voice crack. The number one seed Coastal Cougars. Favorite part, but yeah, it was located up high. Felt pretty slow compared to all the other ones you threw that day, but it was located high. I like those and let it rip.
Yeah, it was a good hit for sure. Yeah, I mean it was a heck of a game. It was just battle, like back and forth. I think it was, in my opinion, the best in our history, like I said, and I felt a little less intense, I think, on camera, but I try to make it like that. It would have been nice to have a good camera and a good sound, but we'll have that next year. It's going to be a big year. Speaking of next year, we have free agents.
Never mind, keep going.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, speaking of next year, we have free agency coming up tomorrow when this video is released. So, what are your plans? Are you just going to try to keep the gang together?
Well, since I'm being forced to tag someone, none of my players are going to leave. But I mean, I guess I'll just put it on Porter. As he played well the whole season. And my plans for free agency are very limited. I'm not doing anything. They all played well. No reason to get rid of him. No reason to add anybody either. So
I know there's. What are you going to do with Miles Pollock and Matthew Gale? Are those two? Do you have any plans with them? Because I know they could be used on other teams in this league.
Matthew has probably retired, and Miles, I told him that I want him to play next year, but we'll see if he wants to.
Never know.
But if he does play, I'll have to figure it out because 5 people is a lot. So we'll see.
Yeah. For regular season, I mean, it's rough, but it's not the end of the world. But playoffs, it gets challenging. You never know. He could be a good draft asset or something. I know I was looking at Braden for a little, just trying to get him, but I was talking to him about it. He said he's looking to stay with you guys. So yeah.
As expected.
Yeah, so episode 2 is going to be coming 2 Mondays from now. We'll have free agency pretty much. I don't know if it's going to be wrapped up, but a lot of it's going to be done. And yeah, so we'll talk then. Luke probably won't be on. Might get Carson Rose or someone else. So yeah. Any last things to say?
No, I'm just excited, happy to be on this, and it was fun and great season.
Yeah. All right.